Home batteries promise lower bills and real energy independence. But the moment you start researching, it can feel like you've opened a can of acronyms and arguments. So let's break it down properly. Hi, I'm Jonathan Green, co-founder of green.com.au, the best solar and solar battery installer in the universe. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through the key things you should know before you buy a home battery in 2026. Let's get into it. Will a battery actually benefit you? For most households, yes. If you've already got a decent sized solar system, or you're planning to, if you use a fair bit of electricity in the evenings, or if keeping the lights on during a blackout is important to you, a battery usually makes a lot of sense. And honestly, even if it's just that you hate the idea of buying expensive power at night when you've had perfectly good sunshine on your roof all day, a battery can make a huge difference. Now, if your bills are tiny, you're barely home, or your usage is really low, then a battery might be more of a nice to have than a must have. But for everyone else, a well-designed system with a battery stacks up really well. Let's talk about battery size, because size does matter. This is one of those areas where people get the most confused. Battery size is measured in kilowatt hours, which is just how much energy the battery can store. Most households we work with end up installing around 15 kilowatt hours, but the right size depends entirely on your home and whether your main goal is bill reduction, backup power, or both.
Introducing all that paso.
If your battery is too small, you'll drain it early in the evening and end up back on the grid right when power is most expensive. But if it's too big for your solar and usage, you end up paying for storage you're not really using. A simple example, if your home uses around 15 kilowatt hours between 4 p.m. and sunrise, then a battery around that size will make far more sense than something tiny that taps out after an hour. When we design a system at green.com.au, we look at your actual usage patterns and your solar production and size the battery around your home. Next question, are you adding a battery to existing solar or getting solar and battery together? If you're starting from scratch with solar plus battery together, we've got more flexibility. We can use a hybrid inverter, which is built to work with batteries from day one, or an all-in-one solution that includes everything in one neat package. The important thing is nearly all batteries can be connected to an existing system. So don't stress, we can work with what you've got. Now let's talk about what everyone really wants to know. How much a battery costs and how long it takes to pay for itself. Well, the cost mostly comes down to two things: the size of the battery and how complex the installation is. Bigger batteries cost more up front, but they also cover more of your evening usage, which usually means better long-term savings. And depending on your home, some installs are as simple as mounting it on the wall, while others need extra wiring, switchboard upgrades, or longer cable runs. What really speeds up payback is how much of your expensive power the battery can replace. If it can cover most of your usage from late afternoon through to sunrise, you're avoiding the priciest electricity, while your panels power the daytime, and that's where the savings really stack up. Then there's the rebate. The Cheaper Home Batteries program knocks thousands off the upfront price, which has had a huge impact on payback. Instead of waiting ages, many homes now see returns in just a few years because the starting cost is so much lower. For the right home, with the right size system, and the current rebate, it can significantly cut your dependence on the grid and pay for itself much faster than you might think. Next, let's talk about how long batteries last. Modern home batteries are designed for daily cycling. Most reputable brands come with a 10-year warranty and are rated for over 6,000 cycles, which is roughly 10 to 15 years of daily use. You might have seen different battery chemistries mentioned, like NMC and LFP. The main one we use these days is LFP, lithium iron phosphate. It's a very stable, long-lasting, and widely considered one of the safest chemistries for home use. Make sure you get a battery with a solid warranty, a brand with local Australian presence, and a system that's set up properly. We can help with all of that. Depending on your setup, your electricity plan may also have an impact. If you're on a time of use tariff, you pay more during peak times and less during off-peak times. A battery fits into that really nicely by charging from solar during the day, powering your home during the expensive peak window, and if needed, topping up on cheaper off-peak energy. Then there are virtual power plants, or VPPs. These are programs where you opt in and allow your energy retailer or aggregator to use a portion of your battery to support the grid during high demand events. In exchange, you can get bill credits, bonus payments, or other incentives. They're not for everyone, and you don't have to join one. But for some households, they can improve the numbers further. We can help talk you through whether a VPP makes sense for you. Let's quickly talk about safety and where batteries can actually go. Australia has very strict standards around battery installation, which is a good thing. Those rules control how close a battery can be to windows and doors, where it can be mounted, what sort of fire-rated backing might be needed, and what clearance is required. You definitely shouldn't be installing a battery yourself, and honestly, you shouldn't have to worry about decoding the standards either. That's our job. We make sure your system is compliant, safely installed, and in a location that balances safety, practicality, and looks.
How you doing?
So before you buy a home battery, here are the key questions to think about. What are your main goals? Lower bills, blackout protection, more independence, or a mix? How much energy do you typically use? How big is your solar system? Or how big will it be? And are you planning on other changes, like an EV or going fully electric at home? Grab a recent power bill and we can run through all of that with you. So there you go. The Solar Batteries 101 Buyer's Guide for Aussie homes in 2026. If you'd like to see whether a battery actually makes sense for your home and what it would cost with the current rebate applied, click the link below to request a free quote from our team at green.com.au. And if you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and check out our other videos. We'll catch you in the next one.